Today we will be going through IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 Extended 058043 October number 2016. Question number 1. A jigsaw puzzle has edge pieces and inside pieces. The ratio edge pieces and inside pieces is 3:22. There are 924 inside pieces. Calculate the total number of pieces in the puzzle. So sum of ratios is basically 3 plus 22 is equal to 25. This is sum of ratios, and 22 inside, or this one 22, so 22 by 25th portion is of x is equal to 924. This is given in the equation. Now x can be, this can be shifted to the other side, so x will be equal to 924 into 25 and divided by 22 is equal to, we can check this calculation. So fraction 924 into 25 and divided by 22 will be resulting to 1050. So 1050 will be our answer for part 1. Find the percentage of total number of pieces that are edge pieces. So edge pieces are how many? Out of, so we can write here edge pieces. Edge pieces will be, total is 1050 and minus 924. So edge pieces will be this one minus 924 is equal to 126. So 126 out of total 1050 or edge pieces. So percentage, for percentage we are multiplying by 100. So this will be 126 multiplied by 100 and divided by 1050. This will be resulting to 11 point, this is not 120, basically 126. So this is 11. So this is answer is 12. So we can write here 12. So our answer will be 12 over here. Then Anjum and Betty spend a total of 9 hours completing the puzzle. The ratio Anjum's time and Betty's time is 7:5. Work out how much time Anjum spent on the puzzle. So Anjum's ratio is 7. So sum of ratios will be 7 plus 5 will be equal to 12. So this will be 7 out of 12. 7 out of 12 basically we have to calculate of 9 hours. So multiply by 9 hours. So this is what we need to solve. So we can write here 7 over 12 or into 9, into 9, and hours will be this button. So this will be equal to 5 hours 15 minutes. So we can write here 5 hours and 15 minutes like this one, or in decimal form we can write 525. So 5.25 will be our answer. So this can be answer or this can be our answer. Then the price of the puzzle was this many dollars in a sale. This was 35% less than the original price. So calculate the original price. So let original price is X. So after discount, so 100 minus 35. So 100 minus 35 will be 65. So we will directly calculate 65% of X amount is 15.99. So X will be equal to 15.99 multiplied by 100 and divided by 65, and this will be equal to 15.99 multiplied by 100 and divided by 65. This is equal to 24.6. So X is equal to 24.6. Our answer will be 24.6 over here. So this is done. Hopefully you understand each and everything. Now C part, Betty takes a photograph of a completed puzzle. The photograph and the completed puzzle are mathematically similar. So the area of the photograph is this much and the area of the puzzle is this much. So this is original area, this is, so length of the photograph is this much. Work out the length of the puzzle. So original length we have to calculate. So this will be ratio for area we can check, which is 2835 divided by 875, and we can write it as area ratio, which will be k square. We are taking k square for area, k cube for volume, and k for length or width. So this will be equal to 2835 divided by 875, and this is equal to 81 over 25. So 81 over 25 I'm keeping as it is. Now the length of the photo is this, so k value, we need k value, so k will be equal to root of this one, which is 9 over 5. So 9 over 5 will be k value. For length we will be multiplying by k factor, so length will be equal to 35 multiplied by 9 by 5, and this will be equal to, so we can write 35 and multiply by 9 over 5, and this will be equal to 63. So our answer will be 63. Hopefully you understood this everything. The area of another puzzle is this much. Change this centimeter square to meter square, so unit conversion. So what we can do, we can write this 6610 centimeter square means centimeter into centimeter. Now we have to convert this centimeter into meters, so we will divide this by 100 and this centimeter will be converted into meter, and for this one also we have to divide by 100 and this will change into meter. Now this will be meter square. So our now question will be this one, meter square. Now we have to convert this, so 6610 and divided by 1 4 zeros, and this will be equal to 0.661. So 0.661, this will be meter square. So we can write here 0.661 meter square. Hopefully you are getting. The cost price of this puzzle is this much and the selling price is this much. Calculate the profit percentage, basically percentage profit we have to calculate. So we'll check how much is the profit. Selling price minus purchasing price will give us, so this should be decimal. So selling price is 18.50 and minus purchasing price is 12.50, and this will be basically 6. So 6 will be profit for against what? Against 12.50, and into percentage to calculate the percentage profit. So this will be 6 over 12.5 into 100, and this will be equal to 48%. So 48% will be our answer. This is basically the profit against the purchasing price, which is 12.50, and this is for 100. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 2, functions graph question. So first we have to complete the table. To complete the table, the easiest way is use calculator. So 3x plus 2 over x squared, so alpha x and squared will be this one, and plus 1 as well, so plus 1. Now we have written this complete equation we have on calculator. Now if we calculate x by minus 3, we should get minus 7.8. Let us check. So calculate for minus 3, we should get answer minus 7.5. We are getting minus 7.8. Yes, so minus 7.8 because this is recurring, so it will be 7.8. Now for minus 2, again we'll press calculate for x is equal to minus 2, and this value is minus 9 by 2 or minus 4.5. So we can write here minus 4.5. This will be the value. Now next value required is for x is equal to 0 0.5. So calculate for x is equal to 0.5, and this is giving us 10.5. So 10.5 over here. So we are done with the table of values which we were supposed to complete. One value minus 4.5 and the second value is 10.5. Now they are saying draw the graph. So these values we have to draw on the graph, minus 3 and minus 7.8. Minus 3 is this one and minus 7.8. This will be 7.5 and 7.8 will be this much. So this is roughly 7.8. Then minus 2 and minus 4.5. So minus 4.5 will be in this point. Next, minus 1 and 0. Minus 1 and 0 is this one. Then minus 0.5 and 7.5 and 7.5. So 7.5 will be this value. Basically we have done mistake. This first value was minus 3 and minus 7.8. So minus 3 and minus 7.8 will be down. So it will be minus 7.5 and 7.8 will be this point, not this point. So this is mistake, and next point is also mistake. So we rectify these mistakes. So that is minus 2 and minus 4.5. So this value will be over here. 4.5 will be this one. So we got these values and this one, and the fifth value will be minus 0.3 and 22.3. So minus 0.5 is this one, 0.3 will be this, and 22.3. So 21, 22, 22.3 will be closer to this point. So this is, we got the graph. Now the other side is 0.3, 1, 2 and 3. 0.3 will be this one. So this point, and 24.1. 24.1 closer to this will be this one. Then 0.5 and 10.5. So 0.5 and 10 and 10.1 to this will be 10. This is basically 15. So 10.1, 10.2, 10.3. So 10.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 10.5. Not this one, because this is 12.5. So 10. This will be 11. So 10.1 is this one. 10.5 we need to mark. So basically this is 10, this is 11. So 10.5 will be this one. Then 1 and 6. 1 and 5 is this one. So 6 will be this one. Then comes to 2 and 7.5. 2 and 7.5 will be this. And then comes to 3 and 10.2. 10.1 and this will be 11. So 10.2 will be over here. So basically this will be curved like this one, and this will be curved like this one. So these are the curves which we have to draw smoothly. So we can draw curves like this one. I have started drawing over here. So we can turn the page according to our convenience. So this will be like this freehand curve, and this should be further. We can draw a smoother curve like this. So almost we have plotted this. Now this side also we have to draw this side. we can turn like this, and this side also we have to plot freehand curve like this. So almost smoother curve we have drawn. So if there is some double line or something you want to erase, you can rectify that problem also. And almost we are done with this plotting side. Then write down the value of the largest integer k, so that this equation is equal to k has exactly one solution. So exactly one solution will be what? Exactly one solution will be lesser than this value. Above, at this value, it will be two solutions, where this is this point and this will be intersecting, and above this one will be three solutions. So below this point will be one solution only. It will be intersecting only this line. So this point is what? This point is 1 and 6. So y value will be 6. So we can write it should be lesser than 5 integer value, because they are looking for an integer. So we will write k is equal to 5, because 6 is this one. So we can't take 6. So lesser than 6 integer value will be 5. So we'll have to write here 5. Now D part, by drawing a suitable straight line on the grid, solve this. So if we compare this with this one, so this is basically y. So we can write y is equal to 15 minus 3x or minus 3x plus 15. So this will be, we need to draw this line, y is equal to minus 3x plus 15. So I will write the line over here, y is equal to minus 3x plus 15. So it's passing through 15, means this point, and gradient is minus 3. So if we replace, for example, y is equal to 0, so 3x will be equal to 15, x is equal to 5. So point will be 5 and 0. So we can check for the point 5 and 0, but there is no 5 on this side, so we can't take 5. So what we can do, we can take x is equal to basically in this one we can use the gradient, which is minus 3. So m value will be equal to minus 3 over 1. This is rise over run. So from here 3 units up, so 15 to 18 will be this one, down basically minus 3. So this will be 12. 12 will be this one, 12 over here. So basically 3 units down. So this is 3 units down and 1 unit right. So 1 unit will be this one. So we got this point and we have it. So what we have done, we use the y-intercept, which is plus 15, and we got this point. For the second point, if we check this method, this will be going outside the graph. So we have taken the m value, which is minus 3, and m value is rise over run. So minus 3 units down from 15 minus 3 will be 12. So this is 12 point, and 1 unit right will be this one. This is 1 unit. So this will be the second point. Now we have to just draw these, draw line through these 2 points, and this will be basically line drawn. And we have to provide the values of x. So 1, 2, 3 values of x. And if we go through the first value of x, this will be, if we check from here, this will be minus basically 0.4. So first value will be minus 0.4. And the second value we can check, this is 0.35 or 0.1234. So we can write 0.4, and next third value will be 2.2. So basically up to this one will be 2.2. So it will be 2.2. These are basically the 3 values which are like interceptions, this point, and this point, which we have taken x values from the x-axis. Then the equation, this the same, basically this side is y, and 15 minus 3x, which is the same equation, this one can be written in the form, this format. So where ABC are integers, find ABC. This is basically just algebraic simplification, so I'll keep this graph page on the other side. So now what we can do, we just need to change the shape. So to change shape, we'll get rid of this x square, so we'll multiply the whole equation by x square. So x square into 3x and plus x squared into 2 over x squared and plus x squared into 1. So each term we are multiplying by x square, so x square into 15 and minus x square into 3x. So now I'll move the page. So now we can cancel this. We got rid of x square as denominator, so this will be 3x cube, this one into this one, and plus 2, and this will be plus x squared, and this will be plus is equal to 15x squared and minus 3x cubed. And now we can shift everything to this side. So this will be 3x cube plus 3x cube and plus x squared minus 14x squared, and not 14, it should be 15 basically. 15x squared and plus 2 is equal to 0. Now this will be 6x cube and minus 14x squared, and this will be plus, there is no x value, right? So there is no x value. So this will be, we can write plus 2 is equal to 0. So now if we compare this equation and this equation, so A will be this coefficient of x cube, which is 6, and coefficient of x square is B, so this will be minus 14, and C is coefficient of x, which is not there, so coefficient x will be 0, and constant value is basically plus 2, which is matching. Now this is question number 3. We have to solve this algebraic equation. We'll shift these to other side, so 8x plus 4x, and this one we can shift to other side, so 22 plus 5, this is equal to 27. So this will be 12x is equal to 27, so x is equal to 27 over 12. 27 over 12 we can solve, and this will be equal to 2.25. So our answer will be 2.25. Next we have to solve this algebraic basically inequality. So we'll shift this 2x to other side. So 6x minus 2x is greater than equal to 14. So this will be 4x is greater than equal to 14. X is greater than equal to 14 over 4. And 14 over 4 is what? 14 over 4 is 3.5. So our answer will be 3.5. This is done. We can write x is greater than equal to 3.5. Now in factorization we have to factorize this one, and we can use calculator for this one. Mod 5 coefficient of x is 1, coefficient of x square is 1, x is minus 4, and constant value is minus 21. So 7 and minus 3 will be the values. So we can write x minus 7 and x plus 3. So because this is 2 marks, so we can write one step over here, x into x plus 3 and minus 7 into x plus 3. So these two steps will be more than sufficient. So this one will be our answer. Expand the brackets and simplify. So this into this one, basically this will be 3 into 4 will be 12. So we can write 12x squared. Then this into this will be 3 into 3, 9. So plus 9xy this one, then minus 2y into 4x, so minus 8xy, then minus 2y into plus 3y, so minus 6y squared. Now we can simplify this. This will be 12x squared and plus xy and minus 6y squared. This will be our final answer. We can mention here 12x squared plus xy and minus 6y squared. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Now this is question number 4, which is transformation question. Draw the image when triangle A is reflected in the line x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 is basically this line, which is x is equal to 1 is this line. So we have to reflect triangle A. So triangle A is this one, 1, 2 units, 1, 2 units. So this one and this one, these are the 2 points, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 units. So these are the marks which we will be joining, and translated triangle we can get easily from here. Hopefully you are getting everything. Next, B part, draw the image when triangle A is translated by this vector minus 2 and 3. So minus 2 will be 2 units left x value, right? So we can check this. So this will be 1 and 2 units left and 3 units up, 1, 2, 3 units. So the 1 will be this point. For this one, 2 units this and 3 units up. So for this one it will be here, and this will be 1, 2, 3 units. So this will be translated triangle. So we can draw this translated triangle like this one. Hopefully you're getting everything. Now draw the image when triangle A is enlarged by scale factor. Enlarged by scale factor 2 and center of enlargement is 4 and 5. First of all, we will have to identify the center of enlargement, which is 4 and 5. So 4 and 5 will be this center of enlargement, and we have to enlarge the triangle. We have to basically enlarge the triangle A. So enlarge the triangle A by scale factor 2. So we can draw the line touching the vertex like this one, and the other line also we can draw touching the vertex like this. So this one, and the third line also we can draw. Third line will be like this one. So this will be like this. Now after drawing these three lines, we have to check for the enlargement by scale factor 2. So scale factor 2, we'll have to check these two lines. This is 1 unit. We'll have to check on these two lines which 2 points are having exactly 2 units distance. So this is 1 and 2, only this one, right? So 1 point is this, second point is this one. So this is 1, 2, 3 units. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So third point will be this one. So this is how we can identify where is our translated basically enlarged triangle. So this one we can join, and all the vertices should remain on the same line. See, this is on this line, and this one also on the same line. This vertex and this vertex both are on the same line. This vertex and this vertex both are on the same line. So this will be the center of enlargement, which is 4 and 5. So center of enlargement, everything we have done. Then they are saying describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. So A to B. To easily solve this paper, basically part, we can use the tracing paper. This is the coordinate axis which I have drawn, and I'll fix over here. So this one we have to check for the transformation of A. So I will draw, basically I will sketch this A from here. So we have sketched this A. After this we need to rotate this, we have to fit this one on this. So if we take from here, from this point, if we start rotating clockwise, so it will be fitting on it properly. So 90-degree clockwise about this point, and this point is basically center of rotation, which is 7 and 4. So 7 and 4 is center of rotation, and it is a rotation clockwise 90 degrees. So our answer will be over here. It is rotation 90 degree clockwise, and center will be 7 and 4. This will be center of rotation. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 5. Sandra has a fair 8-sided spinner. The numbers on the spinners are, these are the numbers on the spinner. Sandra spins the spinner twice and records each number it lands on. So this is basically the spinner. Find the probability that both numbers are 8. So there is one only out of 8 numbers. So probability for first A to be 8 is 1 by 8, and then when second time it will be spun, it will be again 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 into 1 by 8, this will be equal to 1 over 64. So answer for this one will be 1 over 64. This one will be our answer. Then B part, the two numbers are not both 8. So both 8 probability we will subtract from 1, because we know the total probability is 1. So 1 minus 1 over this probability, 1 over 64, this will be 63 over 64, and this will be our answer, 63 over 64. Then C part, one number is odd and one number is even. So for this case we have to check how many odd numbers are there. So there are odd numbers, 3 is odd, 5 is odd. So there are 3 odd numbers and there are 5 even numbers. So probability for getting odd number will be 3 by 8, and probability for even number will be 5 by 8. So this can be option, or there can be another option that first one is even and second one is odd. So that will be 5 by 8 and 3 by 8. So this can be the sequence, or this can be the sequence. In this one, first one is odd, second one is even. So it can be first even and then second odd. So we will add these two probabilities. And if we add these two probabilities, this will be 5 into 3 will be 15 over 64, plus this will be 15 over 64. This is equal to 30 over 64, and this will be unsimplified probability, which is 30 over 64. Hopefully you are understanding this. Now D part, the total of two numbers is at least 13. So the total of two numbers 13 is possible when it will be, like for example, it can be 8, or the other possibilities can be, we can check from here. So it can be 8 and 6 and 8 and 5. Only these are basically the 3 options which are possible: 8 and 6, 8 and 5. So 8 and 8 will be what? 1 by 8 into 1 by 8. So this will be 8 and 8 probability. Then 8 and one of these two, like these 3, 5, 5 and 6 will be, so it will be, one will be 8 and the other one will be 5 or 6. So it will be 3 because there are 2 5 and 1 6, so there are 3 in total, so 3 out of 8. This can be probability, or it can be first this 3 by 8 and the other one is 1 by 8. This is basically changing the sequence of this. So why we are changing? Because first we can get 8, or first we can get, and like out of 5 5 and 6 we can get that number first. So that's why we are switching this. So this will be 1 over 64, and this will be 3 over 64, and this will be 3 over 64, and this will be 3 plus 3 6 plus 1 7, so 7 over 64. 7 over 64 will be our answer. The second number is bigger than the first number. So what can be the options for that one? We are having these numbers 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6 and 8. Basically these are the given numbers. So second number is bigger than the first number. So second number can be like for example 1 by 8 for this one 8, and 7 can be the other numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 by 8 and 7 by 8. This can be the chance. Or other options are what? Other option can be like for example it can be this one 3 and 4 other. So 3 by 8 and others 4 will be 4 by 8. And another probability can be 5, so 5 will be 2 by 8, so 2 by 8 and lesser than 5 or what, so it can be 2 by 8 and 2 by 8 because it's 3 and 4, so 2 by 8 this one. And the last one is basically 1 by 8 and 1 by 8. This will be the last probability, which is basically for 6 and 3. So these are basically the options, 4 options. If we check, this is 7 by 64 plus this will be 12 over 64 plus this will be 4 over 64, and I'll have to move the page a little, sorry for that. So this one basically I'm just multiplying numerator and denominator separately, and we got 1 2 3 terms, and the last term will be 1 over 64. So if we add this all, we'll get 7 plus 2 will be 19. So 7 plus 12 will be 19 plus 4 plus 1, and this will be resulting to 24. So 24 over 64 will be our final answer for this probability question. Now question number 6. Question number 6 is diagram is provided, and the diagram shows the position of a port A and a lighthouse L. Port A is this one and lighthouse is over here. The circle center L. So this is L is the center and radius 40 kilometer. This is 40 kilometer, shows the region where the light from the lighthouse can be seen. So this is the circle is the region in which this light of the lighthouse can be seen. That's all. Out of this circle there is no light. So the straight line ABCD represents the course taken by a ship after leaving the port. So after leaving the port, which is A, which is this one, so ship is traveling on this path. When the ship reaches position B is over here. When the ship reaches at position B, it is due west of the lighthouse. So due west of the lighthouse, it means that this is straight to this one. So due west. So this is basically due west. So next, AL is equal to 92.1. This length is 92.1 kilometers. AB is equal to 61.1 kilometers, and BL is equal to 40 kilometers. This one is 40 kilometers. Now they are saying use the cosine rule to show that angle ABL, this angle is equal to 130.1 degrees correct to 1 decimal place. So we have to apply cosine rule and we have to find this angle. So all three sides of this triangle we already have, so we can apply this one. So in triangle ABL, so we can write here in triangle ABL, so AL squared will be equal to AB one side squared plus BL the other side square and minus 2 into AB into BL into cos of angle ABL. So this will be basically the cosine rule. Now we have to just replace the values. AL is 92.1 which is given, so this square is equal to 61.1 squared plus 40 squared minus 2 into AB value will be 61.1 and BL will be 40 and cos of ABL which we have to find. Now rest is all simplification. We can shift basically first we can shift these two, so it will be 92.1 squared. I will move page a little above, so here, so this one will be minus 61.1 squared and minus 40 basically. This is 40 kilometers, so 40 squared, and this one will go as denominator on this side, so minus 261.1 into 40, and this is equal to cos of angle ABL. Now we can find ABL, so angle ABL will be equal to cos inverse of angle, and that angle is 92.1 squared minus 61.1 squared minus 40 squared and over minus 2 into 61.1 and 40. Now just use of calculator, cos inverse, so shift cos and fraction 92.1 squared and minus 61.1 squared and minus 40 squared and divided by minus 2 into 61.1 and 40 and bracket we need to close, and this will be equal to 130.11. so this will be up to 1 decimal place, we can write 130.1. this will be our answer. So part 1 was 4 marks which we have done. Now we can move on to part 2, calculate the bearing of the lighthouse from the port A. Now we need to find the bearing of lighthouse from the port A. So to easily solve this B part, basically what we can do, we can extend this line. We can see this angle is basically this one. We just found ABL is 130.1 up to 1 decimal place. And if we check north, if we draw north over here, this will be north, and this will be basically 90 plus something. This is north and this is also north. So this angle will be equal to this much angle, and this much angle is how much? This is total is 90, total is 130.1, so minus 90. So this will be basically 130.1 minus 90 degree will be equal to 40.1. So this much angle is 40.1, so which is equal to this one, so this is also 40.1. Now the bearing of basically in this B part, they are saying bearing of lighthouse L from A. So bearing of lighthouse L from A is this angle plus this much angle. So this angle we know is 40.1. We just have to find this angle and add these two angles. That will be answer for this B part. So now our target is just to find this much angle. So in triangle ABL, so we can write in triangle ABL, we can apply sine rule. So 92.1 divided by sine of 130.1 degrees, 130.1 degrees is equal to 40 over sine of angle BAL. This will be our equation. This over this angle will be equal to this over sine of this angle. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything. Now we can calculate the sine basically of this one. So we have to just simplify this. So for this simplification, we will be calculating this. So this implies sine of BAL will be equal to 40 multiplied by sine of 130.1 degrees and divided by 92.1, and we can calculate this. Before calculation, we will say angle BAL will be equal to sine inverse of 40 into sine of 130.1 degrees and divided by 92.1 degrees, 92.1 basically length. So this will be sine inverse of 40 sine of 130.1 and divided by 92.1, and this will be basically equal to 19.40. This is equal to 19.40. Now which angle is 19.4 degrees? If we check, this angle is 19.4 degrees, but we need this complete angle. So 40.1, so 40.1 plus 19.4, and if we add this one plus 40.1, and this will be resulting to 59.5. so 59.5 degrees. So 59.5 degrees will be our final answer to this question. Then C part, the ship sails at a speed of 28 kilometers per hour. This is basically the speed. Calculate the length of time for which the light from the lighthouse can be seen from the ship. Give your answer correct to the nearest minute. So we will consider basically we will consider this triangle, and before this one we can join this with this line, with dotted line. I'm joining this construction. So this is equal to this one because both are the radii of the circle, and BCL we can consider this one. So BCL will be in triangle BCL. So what we can do, we can apply basically this angle, this side is equal to this side, and we can apply cosine rule before that one. This angle we can find, this is 130.1, so 180 minus 130.1 will be this angle. So we can find 180 minus 130.1, and this will be equal to 49.9. So this angle is 49.9 degrees, and this will also be same, which is 49.9 degrees, and this angle we can find, which is basically 180 minus 2 into answer, and this will be equal to 80.2. So this angle will be 80.2. Now we got this angle, we got this. So basically we need to find this BC length. So we have this side is 40, this side is also radius, so this will be also 40 kilometers. Now we can find BC length. Our target is to find BC length. So BC square, we will apply cosine rule. BC square is equal to one side, which is BL squared plus CL squared minus 2 into BL into CL into cos of angle BLC. This will be the cosine rule. So BC we need to find will be equal to root of everything, and BL is basically 40, so 40 squared plus CL is also 40, so 40 square minus 2 into 40 into again 40, which is CL, and cos of angle BLC, and cos of angle BLC is 80.2, so we can write here 80.2. Now this is the calculation which we have to make. So root of 40 squared plus 40 squared and minus 2 into 40 again into 40, and cos of 80.2, and this will be equal to 51 point, this is equal to 51.5298. basically this will be the distance. So BC is this distance for which light will be visible. BC distance will be 51.5298. this will be basically kilometers distance, so this will be in kilometers, and we have to basically find the duration. So we know speed is equal to distance over time, so time will be equal to distance over speed, and distance is what, 51.5298 kilometers, and divided by the speed which is given, and the speed given is how much? Speed given is this much, which is 28 kilometers per hour. So we will divide this number by 28, and after dividing this we will just press this time button and we will get answer 1 hour and 50 minutes. So this will be 1 hour and 50 minutes will be our answer, which is scoring 5 marks. So 1 hour and 50 minutes will be our answer. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 7 is cumulative frequency diagram question, and this is very important and easy question. You can score very well in this one if you just understand some techniques. And this is cumulative frequency curve they have provided, and they are saying the cumulative frequency diagram shows information about the prices of 100 cars on website A. Use the information to complete this table. So lower quartile we have to find, and lower quartile is 25th percentile. So this is up to 100, so 25th percentile we will be calculating. Up to this one is 30, because this is in between 20 and 40 will be 30, so in between 30, this is 30, so 25 is required. 25 will be up to this one. We'll check the reference for this, and if we check reference from here, this will be the reference, and this is basically 6. So lower quartile is basically 6, but this is in thousands, so we will be writing in thousands over here. This will be 6,000 over here. Then they are asking for upper quartile and interquartile. Upper quartile will be 75th percentile. This is up to, this one is 70, we need 75th percentile, that will be middle of these two, and we will be checking the reference from here. And if we check reference from this point, this will be basically up to this one, which is almost 10. So this will be, upper quartile will be 10,000. We can write here 10,000. Now interquartile will be upper quartile minus lower quartile. So 10,000 minus 6,000 will be equal to 4,000. So this will be interquartile, which is 4,000. Now second part, this table shows information about the prices of cars on website B. This was website A, this is website B, and table they have provided this detail. They are saying here are two statements comparing the distributions of the prices of cars on website A and website B. For each statement, write true or false. True or false. Give a reason for each answer, stating clearly which statistic you use to make your decision. The prices of cars on website A and this is basically the statement. The prices of cars on website A are lower than the prices of car on statement B. And if we check basically the median value, this value, median we will be comparing for this one. If we compare these two, So website A is lesser median, so we will write here, so this will be true, this one will be true, so median price is lower in A. Median price is lower in A. This will be basically our answer for this one. Reason we have provided. Now part B. In part B they are saying a greater percentage of cars have a price more than 13,600 on website A compared to website B. So if we check, compared to basically more are having this much price and lesser are having this one. So we have to give the reason whether it is correct or wrong. This is false. Reason for this one we will write a upper quartile, basically a website web is upper quartile is lesser than 13,600. This will be our reason for that. Now B part, the table shows the prices of the cars on website B, and we have to basically estimate the mean price of 120 cars. For mean price we will be checking the mid range, and we can write here mid range will be equal to what? This will be divided by 2, so 3,000, and this one will be 7,000, and this one will be 9,000. Middle of these two will be 11,000, then middle of these two will be 13,000, and middle of these two will be basically 18,000. So we can write here 18,000. Now we have to calculate the mean, and formula for mean is what? Mean is equal to sigma fx over sigma f. So this will be the formula which we will be applying, and we can move page over here. So this multiply by frequency, so we will write m is equal to, first will be 3,000, so we will write in thousand, so I will write 3 here. So this is 3,000 multiplied by 9 plus 7,000 and multiply by 29. So answer whatever we will get with that will be in thousand. So 9,000 multiplied by 20 and plus 11,000 multiplied by 14 plus this will be 13,000 multiplied by 21 and plus 18,000 multiplied by 27. So 18 multiplied by 27, and whole will be divided by the total number, which is 120. Now this is the length year calculation which we will be doing with the help of calculator and fraction, and this will be 3 multiplied by 9 plus this will be 7 multiplied by 29 and plus next will be 9 multiplied by 20, and next calculation will be 11 multiplied by 14 and plus 13 multiplied by 21 and plus this will be 18 multiplied by 27 and divided by will be 120. So 120, this will be 9 point. Basically we have done some mistake. I will check what is the mistake. Yeah, basically here 11 into 14, instead of 11 into 14 we have written 1 into 14. So it's very carefully we have to do the calculations. Now we are getting 11.025. So this will be equal to 11.025. This will be our answer for this one, and this is in thousands, so this multiply by 1000, so 11.025 multiplied by 1000. You should remember that we have converted this one, instead of 3000 we have written 3, instead of 7000 we have written 7. So now we are multiplying by 1000 and we will get 11,025. So our answer will be 11,025. Now the C part, the price of car is this much. Baryan pays a deposit of 25% of this price and then 24 equal monthly installments. After 24 months, he will have paid a total of this much. Calculate the cost of one monthly payment we have to calculate. So the amount he will be paying will be, total amount is this much. So deposit, first of all we can calculate. Deposit will be 25%, 25% of this amount, so into 8760. So this will be equal to how much? This will be 25% of 8760. This will be equal to 2190. This is basically the deposit. So from the deposit, from the total amount, this much is already paid as down payment or initial deposit. So this will be equal to, so 8760 minus answer will be equal to 6570. 6570 is still pending amount, and the total amount paid is this much. Basically this minus this one will be how much, because they are paying additional amount. So added amount we will check, will be calculated, because this is basically added amount. So added amount will be equal to this one, which is 9945 minus 8760. This is basically the additional amount which is charged because of installments. Now this much amount and this much amount is paid as installments. So installments will be equal to this much amount, 6570 is paid, plus 1185. This is paid in 24 installments. So divided by 24. So this will be equal to, we can write fraction 6570 and plus 1185 and divided by 24, and this is equal to 323.125, or we can write here 323 point basically 125. So this will be, answer will be 323.12. So we can write here, this will be answer up to 2 decimal place. Hopefully you understood this. Basically a small correction, this one is 9948, so we have written over here 45, so this is 48, so it will be impacting over here. This will be 1188, so this will be written over here 1188. And now if we calculate this one, so this will be 6570 plus 1188 and divided by 24. This will be resulting to 323.25. So this will be 323.25. So we can make correction. So this will be 25 and this will also be 25. Question number 8. Diagram is provided. The diagram shows the cross section of a cylinder, center O, radius R. The cylinder contains water to a depth of 18 centimeters. So this is 18 centimeter, this depth. The width AB is this one, of the surface of water is 24. So this AB is 24. It means half of this will be 12. So from this point to this point is 12 centimeters. Use an algebraic method to show that R is equal to 13. So this R we have to show equal to 13. If we consider this triangle, this side is 12 and this height is basically 18. So up to this one is R, which is the radius. So from O to this point will be total 18 minus R. So this one we can write 18 minus R. So hypotenuse in this triangle, perpendicular is 18 minus R and Side is basically adjacent is 12 and hypotenuse we have to find. Basically hypotenuse is r, so we can apply Pythagoras theorem on this triangle. So if we apply Pythagoras theorem, so hypotenuse square will be square of other two sides, so we will add the square of other two sides, so 12 square plus the other one is 18 minus r squared. So this is basically the Pythagoras theorem which we have applied on this triangle. Now we can open this Pythagoras, these squares. This will be r square is equal to 12 square will be 144 and plus 18 square, so 18 square will be equal to 324, so 324 and plus r squared minus 2 into this 2 into 18 will be 36r. So this will be after opening the square, a square plus b square minus 2ab, and now this r square will be cancelled with r square, and we can shift this basically 36 to this side, so this will be 36r is equal to 324 plus 144 will be equal to 468, so 468 and r will be equal to 468 divided by 36, and this one divided by 36 will be equal to 13. So this implies r is equal to 13. This will be the value which we needed to prove, which we are done. So B part, show that angle AOB, this complete angle, this one is this. So basically we will be considering the triangle. If I draw the triangle separately over here for your explanation, so I will move the page so that you can see. So I'm going to draw this triangle this much. So this will be like this one, and this side is r. So this side is basically 13, which r value we calculated. So this is r, which is equal to 13. And this is 18 minus r, which is 18 minus 13 will be 5, and this side is 12. So this is basically triangle, this is right angle, and we need to find this angle. So this angle we can write this opposite, this will be opposite over hypotenuse. So 12 over 13 will be sine, this over this will be sine, so sine of theta is equal to 12 over 13, so theta is equal to sine inverse of 12 over 13, and this will be equal to, we can write sine inverse 12 over 13, and this angle will be 67.38. Now this is half this angle. Basically the angle we found is this much for this triangle. Now we need this complete one, which will be multiplying by 2, and we will get the angle. So we can write here angle AOB is equal to 2 into 67.38, and this will be equal to, this multiplied by 2 is equal to 134.76 and approximately equal to 134.8 degrees. This will be our answer for this. Now calculate the area of the major sector OAPB. Where is this major sector? OA, P and B. Basically angle is this one for this sector, and this angle we calculated in the previous part, 134.76. So remaining angle we can calculate 360 minus 134.76. This is what will be the angle, and sector area formula we will be applying. So area will be equal to theta over 360 into pi r squared. This will be the area formula, and theta will be this angle 360 minus this sector angle. So 360 minus answer will be equal to 224.24. So 225.24 divided by 360 into pi and r squared, and r we have calculated 13, so 13 squared, and this value we can calculate. So this one, and fraction, so we can take fraction directly. 225.24 multiply by pi and multiply by 13 squared and divided by 360 will be equal to 332.18. So 332.18, or we can write here 332 as our answer. This will be our answer for the area of the major sector. Now next part is saying calculate the area of the shaded segment of APB. APB, shaded segment of this APB. The same sector for which we have taken this angle, and the angle also we have already calculated this. We have to find the area of the shaded segment APB. So the same segment area we calculated, but this triangle area we have to add in that one. So we will find area of the triangle will be 1 by 2 into base into height, and this will be area of triangle, and this will be equal to 1 by 2 into base is 24 and height is 5, which we have already calculated. So this will be 60. So this 60 we will add in the shaded in the area of this major sector 332. So 332 plus 60 will be equal to, we will write here shaded area. So this will be 392. So our answer will be 392. This will be basically centimeter square. So this is the answer. The length of the cylinder is 40 centimeter. So length is 40 centimeter. Calculate the volume. We have this. This is basically shaded area, which is basically the facing area, right? So we will multiply this area by 40. So 392 multiplied by 40. Calculate the volume of water. So volume of water will be equal to 392 multiplied by 40 will be equal to 15680. So we can round this to 15700 up to 3 significant figures. So 15700 will be our answer. Now D part, the cylinder is turned so that it stands on one of its circular ends. In this position the depth of water is h. So we know this is the volume of water, and area of this basically, if radius is, for example, this is the radius, which is r, we know the value of r is 13. So this is the radius. So we know pi r squared into h, this will be volume. So this formula we will be applying, volume is equal to 15700 is equal to pi into r square being 13 square into h. So h will be equal to 15700 divided by pi into 13 squared, and we can solve this. 15700 and divided by pi into 13 squared, and this will be addition of multiplication sign over here, and 29.57. So 29.57 will be the height, approximately equal to 29.6. So 29.6, this will be our answer for the height. Now question 9 is matrices. So m is given, n is given, we have to find 2m minus 3n. So 2m minus 3 into n will be minus 2 and 3. So this will be 6 and 4 minus, this will be minus 6 and 9 and 6. This will be minus plus. So 6 plus 6 will be 12. And 4 minus 9 will be minus 5. So this will be our answer. 12 and minus 5 will be answer for this part. Second part, we have to find mod of this 2m minus 3n. First mod of 2m. 2m will be basically 2m minus 3n we have already calculated, which is this one. So mod, we can directly apply formula to calculate mod of this. So mod of this will be under root of x value square, which is 12 square, and plus basically the negative value square, so minus 5 squared. This will be 144 plus 25, which is equal to 169, and this will be equal to 13, because 169 root will be equal to 13. So our answer will be 13 for this part. B, first part, this is the diagram, vector diagram provided. In the diagram, O is the origin, this is O, OA is equal to A and OB is equal to B. The point M lies on AB, such that AM ratio MB is 3:2. So this is basically 3 and this is 2 portions. So we have divided this AB into 3 plus 2, 5 portions. So we can write here 3/5 and we can write here 2/5. Now after this one, find in terms of A and B in its simplest form AB. So AB we need to find. AB direction will be this one. So we need to start from A. So we can take this route to O and this to this one. So this will be minus A plus B. So answer to this one will be minus A plus B. Hopefully you understood this, or you can write B minus A. It's the same thing. So we can write B minus A also. Any of these two you can write. Then AM. AM will be what? AM will be up to this one. So AM, we can take this route, this one and this one, or what we can do, we'll have to take AB and 3/5 of AB. So 3/5 of AB, we can take this one, 3/5 of AB, which is B minus A. So we can write this as 3/5 of B and minus 3/5 of A. This will be our answer, 3/5 of B minus 3/5 of A. This will be our answer. Then comes to the position vector of M. So position vector of M will be OM, this direction, OM. To find OM, we can take this route and this route, or we can take this route and this route. So I'm taking this one, A plus this answer which we got for AM in previous part. So A plus 3B, 3/5B minus 3/5A. Now we have to simplify this, because this is B, we can separately write this, and this we can simplify. This is 1A, 1 minus 3/5, we can check with the calculator, 1 minus 3/5. This will give us 2/5, so we can write 2 by 5a plus 3 by 5b. This will be our answer, and answer we can provide over here. 2 by 5a plus 3 by 5b. This will be the final answer. Then OM is extended. OM is extended to point C. The position vector of C is this one. Find the value of K. So OM is extended to point C. OM is extended to point C, like this one. We can extend this. So is extended to the point C. The position vector of C is A plus KB. So this is, for example, K. So position vector of C is, this is basically C, not K. So this one is position vector of OC is A plus KB. A plus KB. This one is position vector for this one. So we need to find the value of K. Basically we have to find. So what we can do, we can basically this one, we have this result from the previous part, 3 by 5b. Now we need A over here. So this one we have to make A coefficient of A as 1. So how we will get 1? If we multiply this one by 5 by 2, they will cancel each other and we will get we will get 1 over here. So we have to multiply this also by 5 by 2 so that this will remain in balance. So this will be cancelled with this will be cancelled with this 5 will be cancelled with this, and we will get A plus 3 by 2b. And if we compare this, so this implies K is equal to 3 by 2. So our answer will be 3 by 2. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 10, complete the table for 4 sequences A, B, C, D. So we'll have to complete these sequences. Next term basically we have to write. So 2 plus 3, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3 will be 11, and 11 plus 3 will be 14. So this will be the next term. And for nth formula, difference is basically 3. So we can write 3n, and if we write, for example, if we write 3n and replace n is equal to 1, we get 3, but we need 2. So minus 1. So our nth term formula will be 3n minus 1 for this. Now this one is subtracting 6, then again subtracting 6, again subtraction of 6. So 2 minus 6 will be minus 4. So formula for this one will be minus 6n, and we'll have to basically, if we replace n is equal to 1, we'll get minus 6, but we need 20. So we'll add 26 to this one so that we can get this. So if we replace n is equal to 1, we will get minus 6 plus 26. So this will be 20. Similarly, it's satisfying the other values. So we can write 26 minus 6n. This will be the nth term. Now 1 plus 3 will be, this is adding 3, and this one is adding 5, then adding 7, the next will be adding 9. So 9 will be 25, and this is basically 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, and this will be n squared. Now this one will be what? This is basically this is 0, 2, 6. So this first order difference is 2, first order difference is 4, then 6, and 2, 4, 6, and this will be basically, what we can do, we can check the second order difference. So this will be 2, this one also will be 2, so this will be 8. So 8, this should be 20 over here. So second order difference is 2. So this will be involving n square. So n square minus, basically if we will write 1 square, so this will be 1. 1 square will be 1. So minus n, we can write n. So if we take 1, 2, 3, 4, so this will be 4 square will be 16. 16 minus 4 will be 12. So formula is working. We can write here n square minus n. This will be our answer for this one. This is a 10-mark question. This is a little tricky. Only this last one is tricky. The rest of everything is easy. Now the sum of the first n terms of the sequence is, this is the formula. When the sum of the first n terms is 155, show that this is equal to this. So this, basically this formula we will be replacing equal to 155, and we'll have to simplify this. We can cross multiply and open this also. So 3n squared plus n is equal to 155 multiplied by 2 will be equal to 310, and this one can be shifted to other side. So we'll get 3n squared plus n minus 310 is equal to 0, and this is the equation which was required. Now second part, this one basically quadratic equation. We have to solve this equation. To solve this equation, what we can do, we can take mode 5 3, and coefficient of x n square is 3, and coefficient of n is 1, and constant is minus 310. So one value will be 10. So one value is 10, and the second value is minus 31 over 3. So we will change sign and use these values, and this will be, we can write here x plus minus 10, and the second value will be this one we will write with x, so 3x and plus 31. This will be equal to 0. This will be the factors of this. So we can write here step this x into 3x plus 31 and minus 10, basically over here we have to write minus 10 into this 3x plus 31 is equal to 0. So this is for like additional step we are writing. So because this is 3-mark question, so this will be x is equal x minus 10. We can write here x minus 10. X minus 10 is equal to 0, and 3x plus 31 equal to 0. So x is equal to 10 and x is equal to minus 31 over 3. Basically we got answer over here, but this is 3-mark question. We have to show working. So to show working we are doing this one, otherwise we got answer over here already. Now this is our answer 10, and this will be minus 31 over 3. This will be the final answer. Complete the statement. The sum of the first terms of sequence is sum of first term. Oh, okay. So first term is 55. So n is equal to what will be basically not x. This is n. So we have written x everywhere. So we'll have to basically write it as n, so that it will be according to the question. So I'm changing this to n. It's almost already closer to n, so that's why I'm just changing this one to n. This. So now this one is they are saying first term, how many terms will be resulting to 155. So if we change n is equal to 11, so n is equal to 11, if we replace this one, like for example, how to solve this basically easily. This will be, we can type this one alpha x squared and plus x and minus 310. Now we'll have to solve it for, we need 155. So calculate for x is equal to 10. If we will be checking, this will be giving us 0. So calculate for x is equal to 11, and this is giving us answer as 64. Basically we have to use the sum formula, which is not this. We have to use this formula, which is n into 3n plus 1 over 2, and we can use, if we use this 10 over here, this will be 10 into 30 plus 1 over 2. This will be equal to 10. So 10 multiplied by 31 divided by 2 will be resulting to 155. So this is what you can understand from the sum formula. We were using by mistake this one, but we have to use this sum formula over here. Then question number 11. This is basically the algebraic fraction. We have to solve this. So we can solve the left hand side. Basically we can take LCM 2 and x plus 3, and this side will be 2 into this will be 24, and plus 1 into this will be x plus 3, and is equal to 3 over 2x minus 1. Now we can simplify this step as 27 plus x over and we can cross multiply as well. So I'll put in brackets this one, and into 2x minus 1 is equal to 3 into 12 will be 36 into x plus 3. Now we can open this one. 27 into 2 will be 54, so 54x, and this into this will be minus 27, this into this will be plus 2x squared, and this into this will be minus x is equal to 36x plus 36 multiplied by 3. 36 multiplied by 3 will be 108, so 108. Now x squared is this one, so we can write 2x squared, and this will be plus 53x, and this will be minus 27, and these also we can shift to this side. Minus 36x and minus 108 is equal to 0. Now we can simplify further. So this will be 2x squared and 53 minus 36. So 53 minus 36 will be resulting to 17. So plus 17x, and this will be resulting to 1 minus 27 minus 108 is 135. So minus 135 is equal to 0. This is basically quadratic equation which we will be solving. To solve this quadratic equation, we can use mode 5(3), and coefficient of x square is 2, coefficient of x is 17, and minus 135. So this will be 5 and minus 27 by 2. 5 and minus 27 by 2, and change sign, and these are the values which we can use for factorization, because this is 7-mark question, so we need the detailed answer. So it will be x minus 5 first factor, and the second factor, this denominator we will write with x, 2x, and plus 27 is equal to 0. We can write a step over here, x into 2x plus 27 and minus 5 into 2x plus 27 is equal to 0. This multiply by this all, and minus 5 again multiply by this. So now we can write x minus 5 is equal to 0, or 2x plus 27 is equal to 0. X will be equal to 5, and x will be equal to minus 27 over 2. Now we can write here 5 and minus 27 over 2. This will be our final answer for this one. Hopefully you understood each and everything. We are done with the paper. So don't forget to subscribe Maths TV. Also press bell icon so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos. Recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows so that they can also get benefit of it. And also introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.